How you guys doing? That satellite man's hitting me right here. See that damage? You see it right here? Hang on. You see the damage here? They've been digging into my gums. And they damaged the pigmentation of my skin. Like I have like a yellow kind of skin, you know? And these people have tried to make me look pale. And they've damaged and they've tried to steal my blood and sperm and tried to make me look anemic, burning me with satellites. There is a skin pattern chart of information of my genetics. Any second of any day that somebody holds that skin color chart up to my skin, and if every part of my skin does not match that perfectly, it's attempted murder against the government. You know, they murdered my father in 76 from satellite. And then my father was frozen. You know, this situation, the satellite man's still burning me on the bottom lip. Who are you, man? I'm not your child. You're trying to damage the way I look in reference to my mother and father. I am warning you, man. You better leave me alone. The royal protocol in the media is there. It is that's worth octatrillions, trillions and trillions, sextatrillions and trillions of dollars. Worth more than all the money in the fucking world. The document is unchangeable. And it's documentation of my identity, of who I am and who my parents are. You don't have a right damaging anything on my body. You don't have a right trying to steal oil drilling bits that are in any country in reference to my mother or father or family history. You don't have a right damaging my teeth. You don't have a right burning me with satellites. We need all the records of these people that have covered up satellite abuses of them torturing me. What do you think you're doing? You're causing me problems. Why hasn't law enforcement of other cities and states, don't dress up like a cop, but why haven't they put money in my mailbox? There were some police stations that my mother had delivered monies to and had asked them to deliver monies to me. And in reference to the court proceedings, there is videos of my mother in court and my father back in the 70s too. I want those broadcast on national television and international television in reference to when my mother was in court and your people was holding me hostage and you had my mother in tears and she was crying about your people holding me hostage. I love my mother and father. I love my family history. I love friendly, wonderful people that are friendly with me. I like and love friendly countries that have been friendly with me, different races and religions of friendliness. I don't associate with certain people for a lot of reasons. But in reference to your government freaks trying to slander my character, terrorizing my life, my parents made products, they put them on the shelf, people bought products, my parents got rich. My grandparents was rich because they had products too. My great-grandparents was rich too because they made products and made things. You don't have a right stealing my revenues because you exist in this world. My mother and father had everything copyrighted and patented. My parents owned companies, built buildings, built office buildings, built all kinds of things. Who are you? Some dictator? Trying to steal? Who are you? We need to see your credentials. You're in violation of protection laws, and they're still burning my right-hand side ankle. What are you doing that for? You thought you owned my ankle or something? You better answer the question on everything that you're touching and everything you've been touching. Keep your goddamn hands to yourself, satellite man. I am not your child. You have caused me physical damage, and you better pay. I am not your child, man. I am not your child, and you better quit touching me and quit burning on me with your fucking microwaves. I am warning you, you sick piece of shit. You are violating the beauty of my race and my religion, and you are violating friendly countries that I have been friendly with since I was a baby. You're jealous of my relationships with friendly people of Asia? Or, in reference to European history? English, French, and Italian, and Irish, and British, and other friendly countries, and hello, Mexico, and hello, Canada. These government people are trying to steal the history of my parents and grandparents and international business. They're trying to make themselves a figurehead of some type of position when you don't even own anything. You don't own nothing. You're trying to steal what I'm the owner of. And you're going to probably lose everything, you dirty government freak. You tried to steal my father's mansions. You tried to steal my mother and father's mansions in every city and state, didn't you? Answer the question. You better quit burning on me with your satellite. You better quit playing your man on fire tricks, man. You better leave me alone. We need to see the best pictures of you. All my teeth are documented. All my teeth was 100% straight. You have damaged the surface. You have damaged my teeth. I have seniority with my anatomy. You don't have a right putting your markings or your damage on my body, sicko. You don't have a right vandalizing my anatomy. You don't have a right trying to steal my penis size. I don't date your daughter. I don't date your race. I don't associate with you. And don't forget, I was also called Long Duck Dong when I was a little boy. So in reference to friendly countries of Asia, Europe, and England, I love England, of course, obviously. Most people know that. And France and Italy and wonderful friendly countries, you know. These bad government people that are doing these things in America, they need to get prosecuted. And what is the problem with all 50 states? You can't track down the person stealing the postal mail? These people held me hostage and tried to frame me. They kidnapped me from my mother and father's mansions, and they thought they'd make up stories. Their credibility has to be put on record in the courts. I want the court records of my mother and father being in court against these politicians or these government people when they tried to murder me when I was a little boy, when they were holding me hostage for ransom. You better put it on TV. Or there's going to be the FCC and some people from the studios that are going to be arresting broadcast networks or news networks that are not doing the stories. They can bring in somebody from England, France, or Italy, or from China or Japan or Korea, can go on TV in America and talk about the injustice of these people terrorizing my life. Koreans, Chinese, and Japanese, Taiwanese, Malaysians, English, French, and Italians, and British. You can go on TV. Go to a news network, guys and girls. Go on national television. Order them to stop burning me with satellites. Threaten them with real military actions if they don't leave me alone and quit burning on me and quit stealing from me. I'm the owner of my mother and father's estates, and it is backed up by factual law. And these people kidnapped me from my mother and father's mansions, and they've held me hostage in Indiana, and they've tried to make up lies to try to frame me, and then they tried to spread their lies. When I don't associate with their people, they tried to say they tried to make up things about me, claiming they thought I had a small penis. I was born with one of the largest penises in the world, and it's been documented since the day I was born. These people tried to make up little penis crimes to try to slander my character. Then they tried to make up pervert shit when I was born with a large penis. And I was born with beautiful teeth and purple blood. And then these people tried to make up all kinds of lies and accusations. Their people need to go into court for their crimes. They are trying to play this game of downgrading and desecrating on my family history. You need to go to court, government man. You need to go to court. I am not your child. You are slandering the facts of history of my family because you're trying to capitalize illegally off your own lies and fabrications that you made up. And you need to go to court. And hello, IRS, where's the paycheck? Like, for instance, in reference to my protection from dirty government, dirty communism, dirty dictators, and illegal conformist activities of these people. I'm supposed to be on payroll of a lot of places, even companies, some restaurants, businesses, grocery stores, factories, companies, and the Treasury, and some governors and mayors, because in reference to the facts of my parents possibly owned the most businesses in America, most franchise or most expanded companies and locations and businesses. Do not misrepresent the information. I'm the owner of the parent companies. It's not a shareholding company. I'm the owner of the parent company of my mother and father, and they're not shareholding companies. Some of the subsidiary companies might be on Wall Street, but the parent company is not on Wall Street. I'm the only owner of the parent company of my mother and father's estates and my grandparents' estates. They are not shareholding companies. But there are some other companies that are possibly shareholding companies. But I'm the owner. I'm even the owner of the subsidiary companies. I'm the owner of the parent companies of the subsidiary companies. Never signed, never. Never gave, never. Never sold, never. Not never. And these people holding me hostage are trying to play entrapment shit. Holding me hostage, trying to frame me with their impersonators, their tricks, their lies, their fabrications. And they're violating the IRS laws. They're violating the Treasury laws. They're violating my anatomy. They're violating my family history. And they tried to call me a poor boy. See, that's where it has to be advertised how rich I was born as, and who my grandparents are, and who my mother and father are. And don't forget, I have friends of different colors and different races, and I'm friendly. And most of my friends, they have jokes and humor and things like that, and I know a lot of them make jokes about a lot of things, but they know when things are serious too. Like I have friends that can make jokes and be serious at the same time in reference to the factual history of what's important in this type of situation. And most of my friends in Hollywood, they knew who some of these people were that was kidnapping me. They knew who some of these people were that was making up these lies. And although NFL, NBA, MLB, and NHL, and all the and PGA and all the sports industries, lots of things of importance. And in reference to history of my accomplishments, that's got to be documented too. People have to say that in reference to history. Some people think I'm one of the fastest athletes in the world. Let's see what the statistics are. I'm not playing tricks. What the statistics are is what they are. Some people say, "Oh, well, they thought this man was trying to hurt you to slow you down." What do you mean? Statistics are statistics. You're physically assaulting me. Satellite man is what somebody would tell you. You don't have a right trying to downgrade somebody for your fantasies of trying to claim that your German Nazi Middle Eastern race was trying to claim to be the fastest people in the world. You don't have a right torturing or abusing other people because you're trying to fake your accomplishments. They just hit me in the throat and they hit me in the teeth right there. Another quadrillion-dollar lawsuit against the government or something. My teeth are more important than you could ever imagine, man. I represent a lot of money. I represent a lot of land. I represent a lot of things. And my teeth are real. And you don't have a right causing damage or vandalizing my teeth or my life because of your problems and your thoughts. You need to go to court, man. You need to go to court, government, man. So people can see what's wrong with you. And you better quit trying to pick me apart with your satellite. That's not criticism, man. That's attempted murder. You're burning on my body. You're damaging my leg. You damaged my foot. You've damaged my face and my teeth. And there's x-rays. And my teeth are real. So in reference to you trying to damage my teeth and trying to play your tricks, see they hit the throat, you need to get charged. And they're hitting me right here on this side of the cheek right now. You're still touching. You're still touching. And don't forget, I have a club on my steering wheel. So in reference to blocking that satellite man from claiming he was hitting me in the teeth, trying to direct me left or right, no, I don't play that shit. My teeth are documented. My teeth are real. My teeth are my teeth, and they're not your fucking turn signals. My teeth are my teeth. They're not your directional navigation game. You better stay out of my face. Now, this has been mentioned. There's been lots of videos, and you've been told. And when the history comes down to it, man, it's a shame that this has taken so long to stop you people that are doing this, because you have no right doing it in the first place. And guess what? The court hearings might be short against your people. It's going to be a shame but the long process of decision making against your criminal activity of you violating my anatomy and you stealing from me and holding me hostage, it's pretty serious. But the court has their people now that in court juries that are deciding your fate, government man, of what you have done. So when they show up in court, they'll probably have their decision already made because you didn't provide the information for what you were doing. But the facts of the violations are repetitive history. Because see, these people tried to murder me when I was a little boy because they were trying to steal my mother and father's estates. Because they wanted to fabricate that they thought that they came from a foundation of their fantasies of trying to steal what my parents built and what my grandparents built in America. You're going to need to go to court with your lies and tricks and fantasies and your abuses. Probably wouldn't take long, man, because the court juries and the embassies and the United Nations and other races and religions in America and internationally have probably thought about your crimes of what you've been doing to me and what you have tried to steal from me. It's going to be strange, isn't it? You might walk into a courtroom thinking it's going to be a long trial, but they're continuously documenting your crimes every day. So your court proceedings might be short. You might walk into the courtroom and they have a decision to put you in prison for the rest of your life in 30 seconds from what you have been doing and what you have done to me. But most people, in reference to the activity, because nobody wants your people in America. And you might have freedom back in your country. But you'll probably have to go to prison in America until they arrest more of your people. But in reference to the activities of them prosecuting you, meaning they might have to declare martial law against your satellite controllers and against your families that are burning on me and tried to steal from me and what you have stolen from me. Need all the information of all the different things they stole from me when they were holding me hostage. And what they're squatting on. Monies that they're squatting on that I was supposed to have received. Benefits that I was supposed to have received that they're squatting on. My trust funds that I was supposed to have received. These people squatting on them. They just hit me in the mouth. I think it's funny to do that, don't you? These people squatting on money and benefits that I was supposed to have received. This has been a hostage situation the whole time that I've been held hostage in Indiana. Every single time I've been held hostage in Indiana, it's been a hostage situation. You need to go to court, government man. All your activities of damaging my beautiful teeth, you're violating the American Dentist Association. Do you have teeth, government man? We need to see your dental records. We need to see your identity and your fingerprints in the courtroom, government man. Who do you think you are? You're not me. And you've been damaging my teeth. You need to go to court, man.